Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and good at home. Be safe, everyone. As we have already started the new chapter, we have already begun the new chapter. That chapter was all about division. We have talked about some of the terms related with division. We have talked about some of the properties related with division, and we have discussed 2 3 questions related with division. I hope the concept of that much and the concept, the beginning of the division is clear to everyone. Now let's move with some more topics, my dear. Before starting the new topic, I will give you a kind of brief summary related to the things which we have covered in the last class. Okay, which we have covered in the last class. A little bit brief summary, because the questions which you are going to do further, that is also related with the same thing which we have discussed in the last video. Okay, so let's discuss the same topic we are discussing, division, and the division symbol is also clear, that is written here. So this also, keep this in your mind, that it's very necessary when we are doing the division, it's necessary, and when you will see the question, it is given there also. Now just move. So first you just see, student, what it is written. Division help us in equal sharing and equal grouping. Division help us in equal sharing and equal grouping. When we are dividing anything in equal number of things, okay, or when we are distributing anything equally, that is called as division. We are very much aware of the definition of division. Now just see. As I have already told you that I will give you a brief summary related to the topics which we have covered. So the first thing, properties we have discussed now, some of the properties of division. What was the first property? When a number is divided by 1, when a number is divided by 1, then the question which we used to give is the number itself. With this, I would like to give one example to you related to this one. Just see, when a number is divided by 1, okay, like suppose any number randomly we can take, any random number we can take, like you can see 25 divided by 1. Okay dear, what you will get? You will get the answer, the question which you will get. Okay, the question which you will get, that will be the number itself. Number itself. First property. This was clear. This is clear, I think. Next property is, when a non-zero number is divided by itself, the question which we will get, that is 1. What does it mean? Only the words are changed. Don't get confused. Okay? Means if any number is divided by itself, we will get the question as 1. We will get the question as 1. When any number is divided by itself, we will get the question as 1 only. Okay, that only. Only some words are changed, nothing more. It is not like that, mass, you have said something else here. No, no, same thing. Okay, just see the next step. Next is, when 0 is divided by a non-zero number, the quotient is 0. What does it mean? When a 0 is divided by, when a 0 is divided by any number, okay, the question will come as 0. This only this question, this property is saying. Only the don't get confused that non-zero number means what does it mean? Same thing. When the 0 is divided by any number, the quotient is 0. The question will come as 0. Next number. Next, just see. Student, about this property we have not discussed earlier. This is the first time you are seeing this property. Okay, about this property in the last video I have not discussed with you all. So please see what this property is saying. When, what it is saying, when the remainder is 0, what it is saying, when a remainder is 0, okay, the quotient and the divisor are always factor of the dividend. When the remainder is 0, when remainder, the leftover number, that is called remainder, when the remainder is 0, the quotient and the divisor, okay, and the quotient and the divisor are always the factor of dividend. The quotient and the divisor are always the factor of dividend. What does it mean? This will be clear with the example. Just see. Students, I am here with some divisibility test. Okay, some divisibility test we are going to do here. Okay, what that divisibility test, okay, which we are going to do here, it is if the number is even means, and odd means you are knowing, even numbers are those numbers which are divisible completely by 2, odd numbers are those numbers which are not divisible by 2. Just this much you have to keep in your mind. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, these are the even numbers. Okay, we call it as even number. Whereas odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, these are the odd, and 9 plus and 9 also. These are the odd numbers. So if any number you have to divide, okay, and you have to see that is that number is divisible by 2 or not. You just see the last number. If in the last any number you are getting from this, like 2, 6, 8, 0, like this, any number, it means it is divisible by 2. Okay, if you are getting in the last 3, 5, 1, 9, like this, or 7, then it is not divisible. This is the divisibility property which we are learning. Now about 3 we are going to do. What? If the sum of the digit of the number is divisible by 3, sum means when you are adding the numbers, and if that sum is divisible by 3, we say that the given number is divisible by 3. If the total is divisible by 3, then that number is divisible by 3. Means, like, suppose you can see one example, 384. That number is given, and if you have to find it out, is that number is divisible by 3, just do one thing, add all the numbers. 3 plus 8 plus 4. Okay, when we are getting 50. 15 is divisible by 3. Yes, 15 is divisible by 3. It means that 384 is also divisible by 3. Okay, so this is some of the divisibility test which we are doing. With this divisibility test, it will be easier for you to do the exercise. Okay, now with the 4, okay, with 4, if the number formed by last two digit number of the given number is divisible by 4, we say that that the given number is divisible by 4. What does it mean? What it is saying? It is saying now that if any number is given, and if whatever the number is given, if the last two digits are divisible by 4, if you are getting the last two digit divisible by 4, it means the whole number is divisible. 4 digit number, 5 digit number, or 6 digit, doesn't matter. Only the last two digit you have to see. If that last two digit is divisible by 4, complete number is divisible. Like 164 is the number. If that 164 last two digit, that is 64, is divisible by 4, yes, because in the table of 4 we are getting 64 in 16 times. You can read the table of 4 16 times, you will get 64. Okay, you can read, or if you will read the table of 16 4 times, then you will get 64. Okay, so it means it is completely divisible, means 164 is also completely divisible by 4. Now with 5, how we can observe that the number is divisible by 5 or not? See, if the number ends in 5 or 0, we say that a number is divisible by 5. We have learned in the first property, divisibility of 2, what we have learned? 2, 4, 8, 6 and 0. If these numbers we are getting, it means the number is divisible by 2. But there is one more thing, that if in the last 0 is written, that number can be divisible by 5 also. Okay, that number can be divisible by 5 also. In 5, you have to just see that either in the last it is 5 should be given, or either 0 should be given. If any of these two number is given, it means the whole number is divisible by 5. Otherwise, if any other number 2, 3, 4 like this, it is not divisible. 7, 8, no, it is not divisible by 5. Okay, either 5 or either 2. Sorry, either 5 or either 0. If these two numbers you are getting, the whole number is divisible. Okay. Just see one example is also there, that also I should discuss. Like 525 is there. So in the last you can see red line is marked. So that in the last which number is there? 5. So it means 5 is completely divisible by, that 525 is completely divisible by 5. Next example, 330 is there. So in the last 0 is there, it means 0. So either 5 or 0. So 0 is there, it means 330 is also divisible by 5. Next. Now with 6, what it is written with 6? Okay, so what it is written, my dear, you can see as it is given. Okay, as it is given that if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, we say that the given number is divisible by 6. Very easy. If the number is divisible by, we have to see that is that number is divisible by 2 and 3. So we are already knowing to see, we are already have done that how we can see that number is divisible by 2 and how we can see that number is divisible by 3. If the number is divisible by 2 or 3, anyone, then the whole number is divisible by 6. Like 408 is there, na? So if in the last what it is 8, so it means that 408 is divisible by 2, so the whole number is divisible by 2. But if we have to see that is that means if 3 also, then 4 plus 0 plus 8, we have to add here all the 3 we have learned, na? We have to add all the numbers to see that is that number is divisible by 3 or not. So 4 plus 0 plus 8 is 12. 12 is divisible, yes, it is divisible. It means this number is divisible by 6. If that number is divisible by 2 and 3, then it means that that number is divisible by 6. It means with both the numbers. I am not telling that only with 2 if it is divisible, then it is divisible by 6. No, you have to check with both the numbers. If that number is divisible by 2 also, and if that number is divisible by 3 also, both word is used. It is written if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, okay, then that number is only divisible by 6. Otherwise it is not. Next number, divisible by 8. What it is? Divisible by 8. So if the number is formed by the last 3 digits of the given number is divisible by 8, we say that the given number is divisible by 8. Okay. If in the last number, what it is saying? If the number formed, whatever the number is formed by the last 3 digits of the given number is divisible, means last 3 digits only here we have to see. Last 3 digits. If in the last 3 digits that number is divisible by 3, the whole number is completely divisible by 3. Like 53888 is given. So in the last 888 is there. So in the table of 8, when we are reading the table of 8, 8 ones are 8, then we are getting it. So it is divisible. Last 3 digit 888 is only. It is easier digit given. Okay. So last 3 is, so it's the whole digit. It means 5388 is completely divisible by 8. Okay. Only last 3 digits we have to see that that number is divisible by 8 or not. Okay. The next one. How we can observe that number is divisible by 9? If the sum of the digit of the number is divisible by 9, sum means total, the number whatever 4 digit, 5 digit, whatever number is provided, we have to add all the numbers. If that number is divisible by 9, we say that the given number is divisible by 9. Okay, like here is so much big number I have taken. How many digits? 6 digit number I have taken, my dear. So what we have to add all the numbers. 7 plus 2 plus 9 plus 6 plus 3 plus 9. When you will add, you will get 36. 36, you don't have to divide all the 6 digits. Just add it to see that is that number is divisible by 9. So we have added, we have got 36. In the table of 9, 4 times when you will read, you will get 36. So 36 divided by 9 will be 4. Okay, when you will read the table of 9 4 times, you will get 36. So if that 36 is divisible by 9, it means the whole number is divisible by 9. Now, how we can observe that the divisibility test of 10? If the number ends in a 0, if the number ends in a 0, if in the last we are getting 0, we can say that the given number is divisible by 10. If in the last we are getting 0, where in 3 places we have got 0, in 5 also case, in 2 case also, and in 10 case also. If in the last we are getting 0, it means that number is divisible by 2 also, that number is divisible by 5 also, and that number is as well divisible by 10 also. So you can see 86208 it is. So last number is 0. So 862 it is, na? So 86208 it is. So if that number is divisible, yes, in the last we are getting 0. So it means the whole number is divisible by 10. Okay. Now the next, let's see. Now with 11, how you can observe that a number is divisible by 11 or not? A number is divisible by 11 if the difference of the sum of the alternative digit is 0 or a number of or a multiple of 11. Multiple means it is multiplied with 11. What does it mean? 3729 is there. There na, that example. 7 plus 9. 7 alternative means leaving the one number in between. Like 3, 7, 2, 9 is there na. So after 9, from the last we will start. After 9 or leaving the first number, alternative. So 3 we will leave. After 3 which number? 7. Then after 2, 2. So 2 also we will leave, and 3, 7 and 9 we will add. 7 and 9 you will add, you will get 16. In the same way, 3 and 2 when you will add, you will get 5. So you have, what is alternative digits? Alternative means by skipping one digit in between. If 6 number is there, leave one digit. If 5 number is, then also leave one digit, and then add the numbers. By adding the numbers, okay, the answer which you are getting, like 16 and 5 you are getting. If 16 and 5 you are getting, you subtract both the numbers. 16 minus 5 is 11. So now the answer, the difference which you will get from when you have added the numbers, after adding the numbers, the difference which you have calculated by subtracting both the sum, okay, the difference is, if the difference is 11, okay, or 0, okay, or alternative digit is 0 or a number, okay, or a multiple of 11, it should be a multiple of 11, then it means the whole number is divisible by 11. So it means that 3729 is divisible by 11 because we have got 16 minus 5, 11. Okay, so it is divisible by 11. So now the next number is 12. How you can observe the number is divisible by 12? A number is divisible by 12 if it is divisible by 3 and 4. If the number is divisible by 3 and 4, it means that number is completely divisible by 12 also. If that number is not divisible by 3 and 4, that means that a number is not divisible by 12. So how we can observe? We will add all the numbers. Here you can see 6-digit number, 4, 7, 9, 6, 2, 8 it is. We have added. We have got 36. Is that 36 is divisible by 3? Is that 36 is divisible by 3? Yes. So it is divisible. When we will read the table of 3 12 times, then we are getting 36. Okay. So it is divisible. And same thing. Again we have to see that with both the numbers, 3 and 4, both the numbers. So is that number 36 is divisible by 4 also? No, with 4 what we have to do? In 3 we have used to add all the numbers, but in 4 we used to see the last two digits. So 28 is it is divisible by 4? Yes, 28 is divisible by 4 in 7 times. It means the whole number, that whole 6 digit is completely divisible by 12. Don't have to see much. The whole number is completely divisible by 12. These are the tricks which I am giving you, so that you can easily calculate that is that number is divisible by this number or not divisible. Okay, you don't have to waste that time much more. So now with 15, just see. Last it is, a number is divisible by 15 if it is divisible by 3 and 5 both. If it is divisible by both the numbers 3 and 5, then it is with 3. What we have done, what we have learned that what we have to do, we have to add all the numbers. If with the total the number is divisible by 3, it means the whole number is divisible. So this 6-digit number we have to add 5 plus 6 plus 0 plus 9 plus 5 plus 5. You will get 30. 30 is divisible by 3. Yes, it is divisible by 3 in 10 times. So we will write. Now with 5, what was the rule? Either in the last it should be 5 or either in the last it should be 0. So here in the last is 5. So it is divisible. No need to do anything now. It is divisible. Okay. So it means that this whole number is completely divisible by 15. Okay. So keep these all the divisible, all the properties which I have discussed, all the divisibility which I have discussed, please keep in your mind, so that it will be easier for you to do the division work. After this much, student, okay, all the divisibility test we have already done. So after this much we are going to do this one, then 12 divided by 3. Okay, why I have opened this question? So that again we will go through the terms. Okay, again we will go through the terms. The number which is written in between, that is 12, that is called as dividend. The number which is written to the right side, okay, that is the divisor. The answer which we are getting, the result which we are getting, that is the quotient. The remainder, the leftover number which we are getting, that is the remainder. Okay, these are the terms. Only for the terms I have opened this. Now 4 and 3 are the factors of 12. 4 and 3 are the factors of 12. How we can say? How we can say? Because with 3 and 4, this number is completely divisible. You can do it and you can get. If that number is divisible, it means these are two are the factors of that number. Now we are going to move here. Now you can see. Now let us learn how to do additional division with 2-digit number and 3-digit number. Okay, just see. See that question which I have opened here. That is 48154. This is a big number. We have to divide that number with 39. So when you will read the table of 39, so first 2 digits only we will divide first. We are not going to divide the whole digit at a time. 39 table, in that much time you will read the first 2 digits, that is 48. With 48 only you have to divide 39. So you read the table of 39 that much time, in which you will get 48 or either less than 48. Okay, so when we will read the table of 39 one time, we are getting 39. Okay, when we are getting then we are getting that, but when we are reading it 2 times, we are getting 78. 78 is more than 48, so we cannot divide. We have to divide with 39. So 48 minus 39 we will write, and in the question column we will write 1. Then we will subtract. Okay, we will do subtraction here. So 8 minus 9 is not possible. It will take 1 carry from 4. 18 minus 9 will be 9, and 4 minus 3 minus 3 will be 0. So 0 we will write there. After that, 9 divided by 39. Is it possible? We can read the table of 39 in which we will get 9. No, not get. So we will take the next number down. So next number is 1. So the next number 1 we will take down. Okay. So 9 was already written, and now the next number we have taken down with the help of the arrow, you can see. Okay. With the help of this arrow, we have taken the number down. So now it is 91. So in the table of 39, 39 1 is 39, 39 2 is 78. So in the table of 39, reading the table of 39 2 times, we are getting 78. So 91 divided by 70, 91 subtracted by 78. Okay, and in the question column we will write 2. Okay, 91 minus 78. What you will get? 1 minus 8, not possible. So it will take 1 carry. 11 minus 8, 3. Okay, and what it is? Here it is 8. So 8 minus 7 is 1. So it will be 13. It will be 13. Now, the next digit, again 13 is divisible by 39? No, because 13 is lesser than 39. So for dividing this number, we have to take the next number down. So 5 we will take down by giving the arrow. So now it is 135. Now 135 is divisible by 39. Yes, it is divisible. So when we will read the table of 39 3 times, then we will get 117. Okay, if we will read the table further, then we will get 156. So we cannot divide with 156. So we have to divide here with 117. So after writing 135, below we will write 117, and the question column we will write 3. Okay, now we will subtract. So 5 minus 7 is possible? No, it is not possible. It will take 1 carry. So 15 minus 7 is possible? Yes, it is possible. We will get 8. Now 2 minus 1 is possible? Yes, it will be 1. So now what we are having? 18. Is 18 is divisible by 39? No, it is not divisible. Again we have to take the last number which is left, that is 4, downside by giving the arrow. Okay, now it is 184. Previously it was 18. It was not divisible. Now it is 184. So in the table of 39, is it possible we are getting 39? We are getting 184? Yes, we are getting 184. How? When we are reading the table of 39 4 times, we are getting 156. If we are reading the table further, then we are getting more than 184. So we have to take 156 only. So in the question column we will put 4, and just below 184 we will put 156, and we will subtract. 8 minus 6, 4 minus 6 is possible? No, it is not possible. So what it will do? It will take 1 carry. It will be 14. 14 minus 6 is 8. Now 7 minus 5 is 2. So like this we have completed this. We have got the question, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the remainder we have got 28. So now we will see that how to verify this. That the answer which we have got, is it that answer is correct or not? What is the process of verification? Just see. As we have already calculated question, we have calculated, we are knowing divisor, we are knowing the dividend, and we are obviously knowing the remainder here. So you can see here I have with the arrow mark, I have separated all the things. Okay, divisor I have written, that is 39. Dividend I have written, that is 48154. Quotient I have written 1 2 3 4, and remainder, that is 20. According to the above problem, I have done this one. After this much, what we will do? How we used to verify? How we will verify that the thing which we are doing is correct or not? How you will verify, my dear? For doing the verification, what you will do? We get the product 40. What you will do? Like you will subtract. Sorry, you will multiply. What you will multiply? The quotient and the divisor. The divisor and the quotient you will multiply. By multiplying the divisor and the quotient, if you are getting the dividend, okay, if you are getting the dividend or you are getting the number nearby the dividend, okay, then after doing that much, you just leave it. First you have to multiply the divisor, okay, with the quotient. Sorry, you have to multiply. Yes, you have to multiply the divisor with the quotient. After multiplying the divisor with the quotient, the answer we are getting is 48126. But now the answer is not complete here. If we are getting 48154, then only the answer is correct. But we are getting 48126. Answer is not correct right now. Now what we have to do? Just see. After doing the multiplication, after multiplying the divisor, okay, after multiplying the divisor with the quotient, multiplying with divisor with the quotient, we have got one answer, that is the product which we have got. In that product we will add the remainder. If by adding the remainder we will get the dividend, okay, it means we have done the correct. Okay, this is the way how we used to verify. What is the process of doing the verification? Multiply the quotient into divisor. Multiply the quotient into divisor, add the remainder, then you will get the dividend. If you are not getting the dividend, you have done wrong divisor. Okay, keep this formula in your mind. It will help you out to do the student. You can see in this question also, here I have taken one 4-digit number 8476 and I am dividing that 4-digit number with 3-digit number. Division of 4-digit number by 3-digit number I am doing. So 8476 is dividend here, 130 is divisor here, okay, and we have to divide this. So when we are reading the table, you can see that table I have already written here for you, so that it will be easier for you. Okay, so this table I have written, according to that table only we have to do. So when we will read the table of, we don't have to read here, it is already written, we will see from here. So when we will read the table of 136 6 times, how many times? 6 times. So we are getting 780. If we are going further, we are reading 7 times, then we are getting 910. So the number which we have to take here, the 3 digits, that is 847. So whatever you will do the division, okay, with whatever number you will do the division, you have to keep in your mind that number should be lesser than 847. So when we are subtracting these two, okay, then by 6, when we are reading the table of 136 times, then we are getting 780. Okay, when we are subtracting this, then we are getting 67. Okay, then 67 is not divisible. 67 is lesser than 130. So in that very case, the digit which is left over there, that we have to take down. So 6 we will take down. What we will do? We will take 6 down. Okay, so now it is 676. Now it is 676. So we have to read the table of 130 that much time, in which we will get 676. Okay, so when we will read the table of 130 5 times, we will get 650. We will get 650. So 676 minus 650, the remainder will be 26. So like this only we used to do the division, my dear. Here also in this question here, you can see again I am having with one question. Here also it is written, we have to divide 3-digit number by 3-digit number. Here 3-digit number is divided by 3-digit number. So 317, that is the divisor. Okay, that is the divisor. That divisor we have to multiply, we have to divide with 952, that is the dividend. Okay, so by reading the table of 317, is we are getting 952? No, we are not getting 952 exactly. Okay, we are getting 951. And if we are going further, like if we are reading the table of 317 one time, then we are getting 317. If we are reading the table of 317 two times, we are getting 634. If we are reading the table of 317 three times, we are getting 951. If we are reading it four times, then we are getting 100, 1268. 1268 we cannot do. We have to take the number lesser than 952. So that lesser number we have got, that is 951. So we can write 951 just below that, and we will give the subtraction, and we can do the subtraction. Easier it is. Okay, in one time only we have done the division. We have done the division here, and the remainder is 1. The question is 3. Here in this question also, you can see, dear, that this 4-digit number we have to divide with 3-digit number. So that 3-digit number is what is the dividend here? Dividend is 94724. This is a 5-digit number. 94724. This number we have to divide with 384. 384 is divisor here. 384 is divisor. Read the table of 384. So when we are reading the table of 384 two times, we are getting 768. So 768 we can subtract. We can subtract 768 with 947. When we are subtracting, then we are getting 7 minus 8 is not possible. So we will take one carry, and it will be 17 minus 8 will be 9, and here it will be 3. 3 minus 6 is not possible. It will be 13. 13 minus 6 will be 7. And here it is 8. So 8 minus 7 will be 1. Yes. So 179 that you have got as remainder, my dear. Okay, by subtracting these two, you have got that remainder. So that is it. 179 is divisible by 384? No, it is not divisible. So we have to take the next number downside. That is 2. We have taken 2 downside. So now it is 1792. Is that number is divisible by 384? Yes, in 4 times. In how many times? In 4 times. In 4 times we are getting 1536. So it is divisible. Okay, so now we will write 1536 just below 1792, and we will subtract, and upside in the quotient column we will write 4. Okay, we will write 4. Before, previously we have divided with 2, so we have written 2. After 2 we are right now dividing with 4, so we will write 4. Now we will subtract. When you will subtract, in the answer you will get 256. Okay, what you will get as answer? 256. 256 is divisible by 384. No, again it is not divisible. So the last number, which is 4, that we have to take down. Now it is 2564. Now it is 2564. So is that 2564 is divisible by 384? Yes, it is divisible. But in how many times? In 6 times. In 6 times. When we are dividing it with 6, then we are getting 2304. Okay, so that 2300 we will write just below 2569, and 6 we will write in the quotient column. After that we will subtract these two numbers. When you will subtract these two, you will get the remainder as 260, and that 260 is not divisible by 384 because it is lesser number, and we don't have any number left also in the dividend column which we can take down to divide that. So we can consider 260 as a remainder. Okay, if the remainder is lesser than the divisor, then only that is considered as a remainder. If that number is equal to the divisor, or if that number is greater than the divisor, continue. We will divide further also. Okay. Now, students, now I am here with some of the terms which we have discussed already. A kind brief. Okay, I am just giving a kind of summary. Okay, what that is? It is written. The first point by point we will read. The answer in the multiplication is called the product, because we have done multiplication also here. When we were doing the verification, then we have multiplied which two things we have multiplied. We have multiplied the quotient with the divisor. With the divisor we have multiplied the quotient. Okay, then we have got the product. That is why this multiplication is also mentioned here. The number that multiplies are called factor. That also we have learned. Okay, that 12, when we are dividing with 3, then we are getting 3 and 4. 3 was written as the divisor and 4 was written as quotient. That 3 and 4 was considered as the factor of 12. Okay, so that is that factor is mentioned. The number that is divisible is divided is called dividend. The number which we use to divide, that is called dividend. I have already discussed it. A number which we use to divide, that is dividend. Okay, by which we divide, that is the divisor. Next point, just see. The answer we get is called the quotient. The answer which we get in division, that is called as the quotient. The number remained after dividing is called remainder. The number which is remained, okay, the number which is left over, we can keep leftover also in our mind. The number which is left over, that is the remainder. The symbol for multiplication is into, whereas the symbol for division is divide. Okay, that is called as divide only. Okay, the symbol for multiplication is into. This is the into sign, but the symbol for division, okay, the symbol for division is divide. Like this we used to do this one. Okay, one line we used to draw, okay, and 2 dots we used to give in between. Okay, after that the next point. Now next, the symbol for division is divided by. The symbol that it is that I have discussed now right now, that this symbol, okay, dash and 2 dots in between, that symbol is called as divided by. As in multiplication, that cross is called as into. In this it is called divided by. Okay, so all these terms, all these points, whatever I have discussed, the example which I have given, go through all the things. Try to do more and more question related with the division. Okay, and it will be easier for you to do. Now hope you all have understood all the things clearly. Properties, terms, how we used to divide, everything I think it is clear. If any problem, please come with your problem in the online class and you can ask me. Okay, that is all my dear. Thank you everyone. I hope you all will see the video nicely. Thank you everyone.